What's good, y'all? And this episode, God, man, we have had three major events in a row. Wow. Okay. 2 weeks ago, we had Ymir being a Titan, and we have Ymir in her Titan form. We don't know if she's dead yet. And now we have the reveal of the Armored and the Colossal. Alright, let's get this on with. So we start this episode off with the Scout Regiment pretty much just bringing up Ymir's body up to the top of the wall. She's still technically alive. She's in a coma at the moment, so she's technically still alive now. But sure, I wouldn't be surprised. But knowing what would happen to her around the end of the episode, I wouldn't be surprised she went to dead somehow in next week's episode. And Ymir and Krista, Spirito, and Zoe, there's nothing to worry about. She is a friend of the human. She can be she's not a traitor. She will help the humanity survive, blah, 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 just convince her, Ymir is cool, she'll help us defeat the Titans. And then we get to them, so yeah, she tells Krista that, or Krista tells Zoe that, then we get to the meat of the episode, to Reiner and Aaron. Okay! So, Reiner pretty much talks to Aaron. He's pretty wrong with Bert. He's pretty much just telling him, yeah, we should return to our homeland, blah 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 blah. And then he tells Aaron, spoiler alert, guys. And it's so casual too. Like that's what brought me how casual it wasn't like when the female Titan was revealed, where it was this huge mega thing with overacting and with everyone just with Annie just hamming it up, at least in the dub, where we find out that Reiner and Bert are the Armored and the Colossal Titan, and they're so casual. They just tell her oh yeah, I'm the Armored, he's the Colossal. They're just so casual. It's not like this huge thing with laughing their ass off, and then they reveal with some dramatic. No. They just. No, just say hey, I'm the Armored, he's the Colossal. What up? And they pretty much, yeah, it's literally just like that. Just tell him while people are talking. And you don't even hear it. It's kind of in the background where they tell you. It's kind of in the background of the. It's kind of in the background of the episode where you can hear it. But and they're pretty much just telling Aaron hey, oh yeah, our goal was to destroy all humanity, but now that isn't a thing. And they pretty much ask Aaron to join them, so they no longer to destroy any more walls. I don't know how any of that happens, and then we get a quick. We get around a quick flashback of 12 hours earlier, where Zoe and everyone else pretty much meet up, and they after in last week's episode, I believe, or the week before, where Sasha handed them that letter to Zoe, where we found what was the content of the letter was about Annie, and that's when we find out in the letter that Bert and Reiner were the Armored and the Colossal Titans, and then we get a few clips of them around the female Titan arc, where it was where we saw the signs of that Reiner might be involved. We saw Reiner asking about where Aaron was, his location, blah blah blah. We start getting all these signs that he was interested in this, kind of the signs that he was indeed the Armored Titan. I also had a feeling that he was the Armored Titan a little bit around the time when he picked up that giant Titan that was biting him and was about to throw him off. I had a feeling that he was the Armored, as well as also looking at him, and they kind of look similar. They both have the same hairstyle and such. It wasn't a complete shock to me, but it was still a shock. I was still shocked that he was indeed the Armored. I was extremely surprised when I found out that Bert was indeed the Colossal. I was oh shit. So yeah, then he just goes on this I guess confession or whatever, something about we were just kids, we didn't know any better. It wouldn't turn into such a half-ass piece of shit. Blah blah blah. And then we get and then he takes off the cast, pretty much shows that he is indeed the Armor. The wound that the Titan gave him when he was biting immediately heals up. And guys, the faces in this episode, oh my god, they're really. Rika's face when she hears that that Reiner does tell Eren that he's indeed the Colossal, and he's like asking Eren to join him. Because his face is just hilarious. The face is just hilarious. And then, yeah, and then so they then tell him that like we're ending it here, right now. Then Mikasa, the badass Chikasa, she comes over there and then immediately goes out to try to kill these two. She uses like the swords and then tries to slice their necks off, and tries to kill him, but Reiner stops him from killing Bert. It was so bad to see Mikasa just slicing these fools up. And then the lightning starts appearing after Mikasa got off them, and then they transform into the Armored and the Colossal. Now Reiner actually takes Eren when he turns into the Armored tank. Now, for whatever reason, Bert, the Colossal Titan, picks up Ymir for some reason. I don't know. Granted, she is also a Titan shifter, so maybe they're gonna see if they can like wake her up from her coma to see if they can get her to join their cause in destroying humanity. Which basically, why did they want to destroy humanity anyway? I don't know. I guess we'll find out one day, maybe. And so yeah, he picks up Ymir, which I wouldn't be surprised if winds up dead next week. So and then they're pretty much just sliding down the wall. We get some quick brief flashes of Eren and Reiner and crew of Eren, Armin, Reiner, and Bert. Pretty much of just them, when they were training together. And then Eren's like, "You damn traitors!" And then he goes his Titanfall. So badass. I love it. Oh, it was amazing to see it. And then the episode ends. Yes. I was pissed off too. I hated when shows do that. You get all hyped. They're like a fight scene's about to go down. You get hyped. You're like pacing around your room. You're like, alright, let's get this started. And then the episode ends and then you're like, oh come on, why am I supposed to release this energy? I hate it when shows do that. They get you all hyped up and then they just end it. I hate when shows do that. But yeah, guys, I'm looking forward to next week's episode. I've given this episode a 10 out of 10. It was fucking amazing. Oh, the animation. Oh, the Colossal. Oh, Mikasa. Oh, everything was amazing. 10. So yeah, guys, hope you enjoyed the video. Please like, comment, and as always, subscribe for more. See ya.